Alright, now we have another person that is gone, and I have a feeling in the next couple of episodes, it's only going to be two people standing. Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I will be discussing A Murder at the End of the World, episode 3, and this video contains spoilers. Darby is still in mourning of what happened to Bill, and she discovers a little bit of what happened last episode. Darby comes to dinner and look at everybody as a suspect, including Lee. The first person Darby was trying to speak with was Rohan, because he was so sad because Billy was gone. He didn't really say anything, and I thought it was interesting of how Lee randomly popped out of nowhere to have a conversation with Darby. Lee wants to know what Darby discovered, and the thing that I agree with Darby is why you couldn't hack the doorbell camera yourself. I still don't trust Lee at all, and she gives this crazy excuse of why she couldn't do it. Then Cyan approached Darby and stated that Andy was the one that picked her and said don't bite the hand that might feed you. So I really didn't like her little attitude, the way she was just saying that towards Darby. But I do feel like Cyan and Andy has some type of romantic relationship, because what I didn't mention in the second episode was when Andy told everyone that Bill died from an overdose, and the way Cyan looked at him, it just looked like she wasn't shocked at all. Then when they both was outside, Cyan had some questions for Andy about something particular. I don't know what it is, but it has to be more than her being hired with the company. So Darby asked Ray what is the connection of the guest to Bill, and Ray just broke it down for her. He said Oliver don't like Fangs and thought that he was a failed programmer who wants attention. And then Martin liked a tweet from Fangs regarding a statement about billionaires. Then you have Lume, her and Bill was on the same flight from Hong Kong. And then of course Lee went back home with the family in Florida after being doxxed, and that's when Lee met Bill 6 years ago, and he was amazed with her article and he spoke highly of Darby, and Lee and Bill was just only friends. Then you have Andy, which didn't have no connection between him and Bill, which I thought that was BS. And then last but not least, Rohan. Ray said no connection with Bill at all, but we all knew that was a lie, because it revealed later on in the episode of how Rohan met Bill, and he was the person that helped Rohan get sober. That means Ray was instructed to not mention that relationship at all. So I feel like either Lee or Andy instructed that to Ray regarding to have that connection between Rohan and Bill. So let's talk about what Darby seen that night when she followed that person with the white mask and those particular boots. Now it was a little bit obvious when Darby was following that mystery person, because I would have known that somebody was behind me, especially if I can just hear your footsteps in the snow. But it was revealed that Rohan was the person in the mask and wearing the boots. But I think that he had help other than Bill, because Rohan stated that they had a plan, and I feel like Lumaine is part of that plan. So this is just a theory, because when Lee told Darby what that white mask was, which is a AI face recognition that was invented in Hong Kong protesters. In Hong Kong, they used them so the police couldn't identify them from camera footage, and it means someone knows that the footage is software monitored. So what if Lumaine was providing those masks to Billy, or she knew someone that can help him retrieve those masks? I have a lot of theories, y'all, so this is just one of many. But this episode was so good, I feel like I was working with Darby to try to crack this case. Now, Andy wanted Darby gone because she is making the guests feel uncomfortable with her detective work. I like how Darby was firm and stood on her ground, and she's the only one that is not an ass kisser. So now since Rohan is murdered, all of a sudden Andy wants the guests to be underground. There is no way I would be underground with the suspects. I'll just stay in my room the entire time until it's time for me to go. But Darby wants to investigate, and she wants to know what's going on, and I'm hoping that she get either more clues. I'm quite sure she's not going to get the answer that she wants, But I would say throughout the episodes, I'll probably give it to the last episode. That's when it start revealing everything. But here are the suspects that are involved in Bill and Rohan's murder. Earlier in the episode, we found out that Bill had requested 3 cups of tea. So we know that someone had put something in the tea for Bill, and that's why he died from that overdose. And so who do you guys think is going to be the next person that's going to be murdered? My guess is Lume. Y'all let me know in the comments who is the suspect and who killed Bill and Rohan. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Make sure you like and subscribe, and until then, see you later.